One unique thing about the 2022 Nissan Altima is its available variable compression turbocharged engine, or VC turbo. Nissan says it worked on this technology for more than a decade, and that it delivers the power of a V6 engine with the fuel economy of a 4-cylinder engine. You can only get it with the sporty SR trim and front-wheel drive, and frankly it comes up short in both the power and real-world efficiency departments. The 2022 Altima is competitive with other midsize cars. It has a distinctive sense of style. Its front seats provide long-distance comfort. Its standard engine supplies a good blend of performance and efficiency, and you can get an Altima with all-wheel drive. The Altima boasts numerous advanced driving aids such as ProPilot Assist. Unfortunately for Nissan, the Altima's rivals offer most or all of these same attributes and often in a more compelling package. It might be a little challenging to get really excited about a basic mid-sized sedan these days, but that doesn't mean you have to compromise. The Nissan Altima continues to present the conventional in a good way, as an efficient and practical sedan with no pretensions that doesn't use gimmicks to generate enthusiasm. It's a solid, quiet and smooth ride. Awesome properties for any vehicle, and the front-wheel drive version of the SR starts at around $2,000 cheaper than the Accord Sport. You'll never regret buying an Altima, as long as you don't expect it to deliver a high level of driver engagement or a unique style. For most people who buy it is more than enough. Satu item baru yang penting adalah penambahan paket Edisi Tengah Malam untuk trim state route 2, 5, yang akan and lihat dalam gambar abu-abu di atas. Ini menambahkan trim dan moulding yang gelap, gril dan spoiler yang dicat hitam gloss, lampu kabut LED, spion bercat hitam dengan indikator lampu sein LED, dan lenkana Satin Black Midnight Edition di luar serta ditambah velg aluminium alloy 19 inci hitam gloss. The Altima has a standard 188 horsepower 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that pairs with a continuously variable automatic transmission. The optional turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder makes up to 248 horsepower with premium fuel and also uses the CVT. While Nissan touts the innovative variable compression technology, only the 2.5-liter engine can be had with all-wheel drive. The standard 4-cylinder engine and all-wheel drive had predictable, albeit unremarkable acceleration. The engine grew noisier the harder we pressed the gas pedal, but the 4-cylinder Camry we tested was equally loud at times. The VC turbo engine makes the Altima significantly quicker. Despite the unconventional turbocharged engine and uncommon all-wheel drive, the Nissan is not as fun to drive as the Accord. The Altima SR receives a sport-tuned suspension and 19-inch wheels that make it more entertaining on twisty sections of road. These upgrades also reduce the ride quality found on regular Altima models. Surprisingly, the top-of-the-line Platinum model we drove had more cornering grip than the 2019 BMW 330iX Drive. The Nissan also had a comfortable ride that prevented any shudders over undulating pavement. Its steering system was precise by family sedan standards and doesn't add effort to emulate steering feel. The Altima's brake pedal had linear feedback and prompt responses to our input. In terms of in-car technology, the USB-A, USB-C, aux and 12-volt ports are easily accessible in the center console phone bay, below the infotainment screen mounted above the dashboard. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are also standard. The car has a fairly simple interface for infotainment and navigation, and the 8-inch touchscreen layout is configurable. The available 9-speaker Bose audio system is decent for a premium option. There's still a physical menu button for easy navigation of the touchscreen audio controls. Ditto HVAC controls clustered together in an old-school bank of physical buttons and knobs, rather than integrated or partially integrated in the infotainment screen. There's also a traditional shifter instead of a convoluted push-button setup, although it's a little too easy to accidentally pull the shifter back to low instead of drive. This requires more nuance and attention to the pull than it should. The interior is attractive to some degree, especially on the premium Platinum trim with attractive and quality materials. The flat-bottom leather-wrapped steering wheel looks good and feels better in your hand, while the leather seats have contrast stitching replicated on the dashboard and door panels. The instrument case is covered with a soft touch material as is the top of the door, while the rest of the interior surfaces are made of a soft-looking hard plastic. The only detail that stands out in a bad way is some unconvincing wood-looking plastic in the top trim. The Altima delivers quite dynamic acceleration from the combination of the 2.5-liter 4 and a continuously variable transmission, technology Nissan has been using for decades now and performs better than some of the other CVTs out there. The Altima adapts well to increased roll stiffness and decreased longitudinal stiffness, resulting in more responsive cornering and a good ride. The SR model offers a firmer suspension tone, and is almost a pleasure to drive on winding roads. The electric power steering system was our least favorite element. It was completely drugged and felt like playing too much while driving leisurely around town. Thus, it makes the Altima feel distant and uninvolved. Effort and responsiveness will increase if you find yourself on a winding road, especially in the SR model, but the Altima competitor manages to provide a stronger car-to-driver connection every time. We also found that steering can sometimes be a challenge on windy highways, as the effort in the middle makes corrections difficult to measure. It's hard to keep the car in the middle of the lane as a matter of course, with the electronic lane departure nanny frequently buzzing to let us know we've drifted.